Wait. Oh, no, hold on. How many people here are refugees from Massachusetts? Raise your hand. Okay. We're going to have a conversation later. We're thinking about doing maybe a Massachusetts rally at some point in New Hampshire, and I'm now convinced we could actually have, sort of a please don't turn America into Massachusetts, which might be a great way. Maybe I don't have Andrew's permission yet, but maybe on the 4th, when I fly in from Iowa, we could actually have a Massachusetts reminder rally, so everybody can be reminded what the real choice is in the primary between two very different approaches to governing. And I now realize we can get a lot of folks without having to get anybody to drive up from Massachusetts. But go ahead.
Just say a few words on both the political side and the economic side of the payroll cut.
Yeah, look, in an ideal world, this isn't how you would solve things. But I agree with John Boehner. If you're going to extend the cut, extend it for a year. I mean, any of you who are in business and have to deal with payrolls know this idea you're going to get a 2-month extension, and then you don't know what's going to happen next, so they can have another crisis in late February, so they can pass it for 2 months to have another crisis. I mean, this is about as stupid a way to run a country. I mean, it's embarrassing. This is worthy of the Italian Parliament. And to have the Senate leave. I mean, I'm very sympathetic to Speaker Boehner. I didn't realize it at the time. I was very fortunate to work with Bill Clinton. I would not have said this to you at the time. But Clinton had been governor for 12 years. He'd been governor of a conservative state. He was used to negotiating with the legislature. Obama never actually served in the Illinois Senate because he was busy running for the U.S. Senate. Then he didn't actually serve in the U.S. Senate because he was busy running for president. And now he hasn't actually served as president because he's been busy running for re-election. So he's had no government experience. And so the result's a total mess. And in Harry Reid, I was very fortunate. I had a Republican Senate. So I worked first with Bob Dole and then with Trent Lott. Harry Reid is a totally partisan Democrat who arrogantly they pass a bill and leave the city. I mean, by what right does the Senate decide they are the definers of America's future and they leave? And I think every senator ought to be told, go back to Washington and get the job done, pass a year-long bill, get stability, and let's move on to something new. But we look embarrassingly incompetent as a country. And I can just tell you, of the 3 key players, Boehner, Reid, and Obama, I think Boehner has had the most courage and has been the most willing to try to do the right thing. And the other 2 have been not only zero help, they have both been destructive while candidly manipulating the press to make Boehner look bad. But I think this is all manipulation. And I think if Barack Obama thinks he can have another 360 days of manipulation to get reelected, he completely underestimates the ability of the American people to see through fraud and to understand that the Corzine model of free enterprise doesn't work, and the Obama model of governing doesn't work either.